So there's like a bottle of water, there is a computer charger, and like no weird, attaching implements. So do take a look. I will, because I'm in the sponsor seat, I will just have you guys know that we're recruiting, especially analytics architects, implementation specialists, whether they're junior or senior, but also data scientists and all sorts of funky data profiles. So please come see me after class. And with that, I will pass the baton to Kamal, hailing from Baku in Azerbaijan. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. My name is Kamal Allazov. I came from Azerbaijan. It's my first attending in Superweek, obviously the first speech. I'm actually a Google partner. I work with different clients, e-commerce websites, agencies, doing consultancy, etc. I'm also doing SEO and web analytics for different clients. And I also serve in Google Ads help community, answering people's questions, helping them troubleshooting their problems, increasing their campaign performances. It is 2 years and I got Gold Expert status there. And I also studied master degree in marketing in Corvinus University of Budapest. So my master degree thesis was about Google Ads smart bidding strategies on some third-party solutions for PPC automation. Today I will talk about SEM wars and the pandemic. Why I use the war? Because that actually represents the war actually happened during the pandemic in my country. It is 44 days. And I saw it's also represent the competition in SEM, including SEO and paid search. So let's have a look at the condition in my country, because our language is unsupported in Google. So we cannot actually share Azerbaijani language in content. So many advertisers bypass the system by using Russian or Turkish language. It is so difficult to do that. And there is actually a petition in Change.org, but didn't get any result. And I also share some videos in Azerbaijani in my local language to educate clients and educate also PPC specialists, because when they are doing their work well, I increase my client, and it is very good. That is the budget actually I managed last month. So let's talk about, firstly, what is the actually I will talk about today. It is buyer behavior, and then increasing the search demand. How can we increase search demand and get more clients to our website, and actually getting the relevant traffic to our website and increasing our ROAS. So I will present a case study and then some automations I did during the pandemic, because there is an increased competition in SEM. My clients also increased, and it was very difficult to manage all their spendings because they are asking so many questions about CPA, ROAS. So we managed it well, and I will explain how. So firstly, understand the AIDA model. Because it is very old, it comes from 1898, but it is very useful to understand or educate clients, understand user behavior. Actually, when we manage our campaigns, when we create some segment groups, for example, we plan a strategy for media plan, media content. So we plan our campaigns, we choose different KPIs. These KPIs are mostly based on awareness or mostly based on action, which includes conversion, etc. We can also add some loyalty stages at the end of this pyramid or reverse pyramid, or we can remove some stages from these steps. For example, it can be awareness, consideration, conversion. Different concepts actually used by many advertisers. We can also see this yellow part here, which is the information search, evaluation of the information, and purchase. So Google introduced in 2020 July this concept. It is from the book of Decoding Decisions. It published in Google, and it represents the middle funnel of the sales funnel. Actually, it is so complicated because people are switching in between exploration and evaluation stage. They are finding new products to compare prices, different characteristics, etc. For example, I see some advertising on YouTube. When watching an unboxing video of different products, I see the new offer. I enter the website of the retailer or another brand, so I see the new offer from the advertiser. So it make it very hard to retailer capture those audience because they have more options online. So which options is better? It is hard to identify for users. So people are searching the best products. There is a very subjective term, you know, what is the best? It is product quality, the mobile phone having good camera or battery durability. What is the best? Best is subjective term that are used by people. It depends on the factors, you know, for example, social feedbacks of customers about this product, some testimonials, or maybe the customer care is not good in some retailer, so it is not the best choice for users. So over the year, the best search are increasing, so people trust some information sources to get the information about products or services. But the cheap is decreasing. This trend is different for some countries, but cheap, as we know that, is objective. It is only related to price. But best is very subjective manner. We don't understand what is actually users, what do you mean actually by using best? But we just look at the, for example, attribution report in our Google Ads, or you know, some navigations in our websites, which products they actually comparing, which actually the switching in between some products. Are they in the same price range? Do they have the same features? For example, their camera are good, so users prefer the good camera mobile phones. What is the switches in between products? It is the same price range, it is the same brand, it is the same retailer, etc. So we see this report in attribution in Google Ads. So we see that there are so many changes. For example, people began to use iPad, they are switching into mobile phones. They are beginning to find, you know, information about Xiaomi mobile phone. It is very similar in presence to, you know, iPhones. So they decide to buy it. But the best conception, it is different for them. So we should understand these biases they have, what they actually mean by doing by something best. For example, first one is category heuristic. I will give the definitions of them here. We give the short description about our product. What is actually our product is. For example, it is gluten-free, it is organic, or something like that. For example, at Power of Now, we provide fast delivery for users. So we say that it is very good product, so social proof. We show the testimonials in our website, or we use influencers to, you know, introduce our product in their YouTube channel. And also, we have some channels that we get a recommendation by experts. That is authority bias, because they have authority in some concept. For example, there is a tech blogger. They are introducing many laptops for users. They include our products in their YouTube channel. So that is the authority bias. If we supercharge all these biases, Google says that, simply actually show that from the case study, we can get most of our users to our retailer, or our retail or our shop. It doesn't matter what we are. So Power of Free is giving the product with you, with the actual product, give it a simple things. Scarcity bias is telling only 3 left in stock, etc. That is the marketing jokes actually we use. But the most importantly, we have to present our offer if we supercharge all these biases. Okay, our social proof is good. We give something free with our product. We organize fast delivery. But all these are dependent on the organization. As advertisers or SEO guys, we don't actually manage all of this. We do not have any you know, control of this. But we can do being present on search, for example, result or YouTube channel, etc. What we are doing there. And being present is very important, because if we supercharge these biases, okay, our offer is the best in the market, but people searching different products but don't see our ads, okay? Don't see our website in the search result. They actually see our website, for example, our website in the top 1 position in SEO, but there are 5 ads in the same page. What actually we're gonna do? We first begin with SEO, because before we get to Google Ads, we should you know, create our website in the with a semantic SEO for topical authority. It means that we give, we educate our customers and we give useful information for them to understand the product, how to use it, and how actually our product is working, what is the value proposition of our product. So we create this semantic strategy for websites. It includes the dots represents the pages in the product, and different categories includes subcategories and product pages. So what we're gonna do, we include a blog. The blog pages are here. That is actually online exam website that I worked. This is a blog. It gives a useful information for parents who want to, who want to buy exams for their children and for better education. And we give internal links to different category pages. That is very important to increase the topical authority of your website and prioritizing some category pages in comparison to blog pages. It is a very important part because if you choose one keyword and write a blog for that keyword in our blog section and also creating the category section for this keyword, how can we prioritize these 2 pages? Because I want to show category page on the first result or on the first page of the Google, but not blog post, okay? The intents are different, and thanks to John Miller, I asked him many questions in SEO office hours. It is available for everyone. You can ask also the same. I asked him, and he recommended me to give a call to action and link from blog post to different category pages. That is what I did for this user. And actually, I gradually increased the traffic of blog posts in this website. But we don't have enough time to wait the blog post increase and it will generate sales for us. But as we begin some Google Ads, brand awareness campaigns also for mobile phone, and also doing some online exam, getting the backlinks from .edu websites, it increased our authority of the website, okay? It had a better effect than waiting for long-term SEO results. The brand awareness is very important because people searching for your brand terms on Google, and this is a navigational keyword. For example, you write Search Console and enter the Search Console, it is navigational. So they are using your brand term on the search result and go to your website, and it means that many people are aware of your product or service right now. And you are getting direct traffic increasingly over the months. So we can see here organic shift after getting the authority, getting the backlinks from the website, and also there is a word of mouth in parents, between parents and between children. And also we have another competition, mass exam. So we also shared it on the social media and Google Ads. It also increased gradually our search results. So we get 50% of increase in last 3 months. It is a very huge number for this website. Because of the low competition, we get at least in the first page, in the first 10 average position in Google Ads, Google search result. So when we supercharge all these biases, Google simply introduce different metrics. You can get the most of your customers when you supercharge all these biases, but depends on the product industry category, the ratio can change. So this concept is still in use. That is the source from this concept from the YouTube videos of Google. It is official, and it is still in use to educate clients about what actually the sales funnel, how customers make decisions, how can we affect these decisions by using different campaign times of Google Ads, for example. So we should, we should do a research about local behavioral, because local behavioral is different. That is what in my country happened. The cheap searches are more than the best search because people are more price conscious. So what we did for one of the retailer, that is an e-commerce retailer, and we worked this for SEO pre-pandemic period before the full lockdown. Shopping mall closed, okay? So we did a research about their, we audited their website. We saw that there are so many products that are no index. It means that their status are no index, so Google not indexing these products, and they are not in the search results. It means that they are losing an opportunity to show their products or show their offer in the search result. That's why we generated meta tags, we changed its no index status to index status, and we actually increased 2.5 times the organic search in the early pandemic period. That is the website total sales for this customer. As you can see, in the July period, there was a shift. It is because the full lockdown in the country, because nobody can go out. You just write the SMS to government, they accept, they give permission to go out, only 2 hours to buy something, food, or going to the healthcare service, etc. That was a shift in the website total. But it didn't happen in the Google Ads. Why? They were not working with me, and in July period, they missed an opportunity to increase their sales from Google Ads. When I begin in August, I even get higher sales in comparison to June-July period, which is full lockdown. But imagine that here was a war condition in my country, I get more sales in comparison to the first lockdown period. That is the difference between retailer A and retailer B. These are competitors. These are both working with me because there are also the expert in the country like me. So they are working with me, but I don't share any information in between. I mean, don't share any data. But I just use the same strategy for them. Smart bidding strategy, automate some tasks, create some intent-based targeting, etc. As you can see in the December lockdown, they increased their sales a lot in comparison to June and July period. And also in the Black Friday, and also there was a decrease during the war period. Obviously, what happened in the war period? What do you think about it? Why it was decreased? It is not about the buyer behavior. It is because people couldn't access internet without using VPN services. That is very bad. We couldn't actually, all the people didn't know about what is VPN, but they download VPN to access the internet. There was no choice. So in Google Ads, we tried to find VPN users, It was very hard. We looked at the Google Analytics report and find the locations that users come to our website, and targeting those countries with local keywords, The keywords only available in our language. But it is very hard because, for example, the smartphone is telephone in our language, but also it is used by many countries. It is the same. For example, many conversions come from Uzbekistan, and I don't think that it is the local customers. Conversion data seems that it is not bad, but I don't know it is qualified leads or not. It depends. Because conversions are not the payments by the banking card. You give the number, the call center call you, and then you complete the purchase. That's why not every purchase are the same in the e-commerce websites. That is what they are working actually. After seeing this report in retailer B, they decided to increase the investment in Google Ads. So about 30% of the revenue comes from Google Ads. Actually, Google Ads assists the conversion, about conversion revenue, about 30%. So that is a difference I make for them. As you remember, in July period, there was a shift during the lockdown. But 1 year later, that is the last lockdown ended here. 1 year later, they have more ROAS and they have more conversion value. There is no lockdown, there is no war, everything is okay. And after the 1 year, we presented this report with them. There is a ROAS change, net total, before deducting our service cost and also deducting our tracking error, something like that, 20%. That is a net income, net total ROAS change that we gave them. Yeah, it's good. I'm fine. I'm feeling very good. So what I did, I actually increased the number of search campaigns because search campaigns driving more conversions to our website. So I created separate ad groups for products and product categories. I use the intent-based targeting in GDN and YouTube campaigns. I created some discovery campaigns. I used, full capabilities of Google Ads by using dynamic remarketing, feed-based dynamic remarketing because the merchandise store is not available in our country. So we're using script automation to do some routine tasks. For example, stock availability status, checking this status and posing ads based on that. I will show how I did that. And learn from the data, because you have to do some experiments to understand whether maximized conversion is best or whether target CPA. It depends on the cases and it depends on the conversion value that your campaigns actually get. So divide and conquer. It seems very good for everyone, but granularity is different than segmentation. When people use CAG method, it is creating single ad group for every single keyword. It means a single keyword ad group. You create separate titles, separate ads for every single keywords that are in the same intent. That is not the best practice and is not useful to analyze your data and doing A/B test. It is not the best case study. So I used single theme ad group because it is recommended by Google. It is called also single intent ad group, intent-based ad group. That are the same thing. And that is support.google official help article. It says that you should focus on creating ad group based on one theme, okay? That is the one intent. You collect some keywords that are in the same intent, and you have to bid them in the ad group level, not in the keyword level. On the left-hand side, you see the graph. It's represented diminishing returns law. It means that as you increase your cost, it doesn't mean that your conversion value will increase in the same ratio. That's why you have to find a break-even point and set your bid in order to get the most desired CPA or ROAS. What is your the actual objective? So in the ad group level bid, Google actually find this break-even point for you when you set a target CPA and choose this bid. That is the best option for you. When you're doing manual CPC, you actually don't know what is the actual impact of seasonal trends, and also you don't have real-time auction data to set these bids rightly. Because Google have more signals, Google have language, search partner, location, and etc. They use all these signals to identify the real-time auction. They use smart bidding strategy. Their algorithms are better than our mind. So they just need time. We just spend money and we just have to wait. It depends on how actually our spendings are. For example, it mostly 10 days is enough for machine learning to learn what is the best actual auctions to enter. So automation saves lives. We first began with the bid automation. That is the roadmap for bid automation in display campaigns. If we have enough campaigns, enough conversions, enough means 30 or 50 conversions, we can use maximize conversion with target ROAS or target CPA bidding. That is really work, and that also increase our performance. So another thing is automating is stock checker plugin script. I create a script. I tell the developer I don't have enough time to check the stock availability of my enabled ads because it requires a lot of time, 3 or 4 hours in a day, to check every single ad and entering the website, see that it is out of stock or in stock, and then pause the ads or enable ads. It's very hard. So I simplified the process. I don't now spending 3 or 4 hours in a day. The script do it for me, okay? So it simply check the availability status. If the product is not available, it pauses the ad and give the label. And then if the product is in stock, it enable ad and it continues to run it once a day. Another thing is dynamic remarketing feed generation. As we don't have merchandise store in country, we used feed-based dynamic remarketing. In that case, we have to manually create feeds to run our display dynamic remarketing campaigns. So it gets the information by scraping the data from our website, or it can get it by API. It generates the description of this product with category, price, product title, and I create just uploading schedule on Google Ads interface. It's uploading the information once a day. It's enough to automate this process. So just don't forget to create the feeds per category separately, because when you see different product categories here, it is so complicated for users, because you have to see the same category. You will have more chance to choose one of them if you watched them before. So another thing is A/B test by career. It was very useful for me during the pandemic period. It is still can be used until June this year, because after that, the expanded text ad will not be available. They will be expired. That's why. So RIP for expanded text ad. We will not have expanded text ads anymore, and we have to do that until June by using Google Ads Editor, because it is not available on the Google Ads interface. Now, by default, we can only create responsive search ad. I will talk about it. So we are very sad, because we had control on our expanded text ads, and we can do A/B tests. But now, when we work on the responsive search ads, we actually provide multiple headlines and multiple descriptions to the website, and Google decide which one is the best by doing A/B tests themselves. And actually, when we provide multiple headlines and different descriptions, it creates more variations. So to get the statistically significant data, we should have millions of impressions. It is not affordable for every advertiser. It's interesting. But what we're gonna do? We actually can create the same thing with RASA by pinning the position of the headlines. For example, I want to show my product title on the first headline only, and in the second headline, I want to show the product name, category name, and in the third headline, I want to show the retailer name. That is the solution, but according to Optimizer, the source is Optimizer, we actually should give the control to Google. They're actually doing it better. I don't know if they are pushing this RSA to use us, but Google do it better. As I experienced in the smart bidding before, the manual bidding is not good as smart bidding. So in that case, we just give multiple variations to Google, and actually it will decide which one is best, and we will get the higher result by using responsive search ads. So another recommendation is using responsive search ads, broad match, and smart bidding. That is the new thing actually I heard, because I never know that phrase match cannot use user location as a signal, because as you saw on the previous slides, user location can be used in smart bidding as a signal, but it says that in broad match have more capability now. They are doing it in the keyword level, in my opinion, but they are using landing page as a filter, because when we use broad match, we should include a lot of negative keywords in our ad group, because it is very hard to get off the irrelevant traffic from the Google Ads, because I set a broad match and it drives me a lot of irrelevant traffic from search ads. Therefore, I use negative keywords. But in that case, it says that broad match are reliable today. They are using so many factors, like other keywords in the ad group. They understand the intent better. They use the previous search history, and they use the landing page as a filter and user location to understand the intent. So it is now okay to use it. By using broad match with RSA and smart bidding is the best practice. And I looked at my data. It is also so interesting. It actually made me think about it. And I looked at my data. I mostly use broad match, modified, and phrase match because they were very best to get the performance. But I didn't have enough data from broad match, not enough conversions for broad match to compare the results. So I should test it, in my opinion. That's why I decided to show that. Another thing is search term word count analysis. It is like n-gram analysis, but n-gram analysis, it generates more combinations, for example, from 3 words. For example, you are searching for iPhone X Pro. It creates X Pro and iPhone X differently. So n-gram analysis should be adjusted, and I adjusted it and called it word count analysis. And I see that here. I spend a lot of money to the when the word has 3-word search term, I spend a lot, but I don't get enough conversions from that. But there is a point here because the retailer name is 2-keyword, 2-word. So I should exclude the retailer name from the search terms and analyze the result. And I can see here, there is more clear picture here. It means that n-gram analysis doesn't help me actually understand which search terms actually generate better results in terms of the word count. The word count, when I see the word counts, it is evenly distributed, RAS there, and n-gram analysis is the best to understand actually what combinations are actually getting, I get the most conversion value. It is very useful, but we have to do the word count analysis. Another script is fraudulent placement killer script. It actually identifies which placements are fraudulent for me. I mean fraudulent, that is CTR are higher than 3%, because the average CTR is 1% in my account, so the 3% is extraordinary. I looked at these websites and mobile phones, and I see some navigational problems in these websites, because when I enter the website, the banner capture the 40% of the screen. That's why accidentally people click on these ads and they go to our website. So I created the logic. We can exclude some fraudulent placements from our campaigns. We can also create a exclusion placement list by using this placement. It is also a good idea to remove some fraudulent placements. And short summary. We have to be open to new innovations by Google. I don't say that apply all the recommendations, because you have to analyze every single effect of these recommendations to our performance. Sometimes you have to do experiments to understand the effect. I am actually thinking about creating some experiments to test broad match with RASA and phrase match with RASA. It depends, actually. So automating tasks is very important. When something is routine and you do every day, spending 3 or 4 hours, if you have a logic to automate them, please tell your developer to write a script for you. It is very simple. And if you are an agency, you can easily get an API from Google, and you can get the full use of Google. So because a script has 30 minutes execution limit, therefore using API is better, but it requires a server, API, and ecosystem to build. So we can connect here. I'm very active in LinkedIn, but not in Twitter. But I have a bad news for you. I'm no longer a partner. So yesterday I received an email that unfortunately I am not a partner, but I'm a premier partner right now. Yeah. It means that I'm a 3% on the top of my country. Actually, I'm a top 1, I think, because there is no any agency in the competition. It is a very good news. So you can find resources on the description that I mentioned here, and that's it. Thank you.